Here we go again, back with more Pro Cycling Manager Season 2015 Road to Monuments, and we're at the final part of this year's Vuelta España. Next video we'll do the World Championships, and hopefully I can do a better performance there than I did last year. Today I actually feel pretty happy about the stage profile. I've simulated through the time trial, stage 17, and didn't care. Froome won again, he's now 9:20 ahead of second place, so he's really dominating the overall standings right now. But this is the kind of stage I won a couple of videos ago, where there's a hill shortly before the finish line, then it goes downhill. So if I can make it over the hills with the front guys here, I might be able to attack and get away at the end. Hopefully that'll happen. Let's get into the stage. Okay, we're into the last 25 kilometers of the race now. No breakaway out in front. I have a bit of energy left, but I would have liked some more here as we head into the final Category 1 climb. It is probably a mountain, which is why I'm not so hopeful as I was last time. It was longer than I anticipated this to be. I have some energy left, but I feel like I'll get dropped here unless they classify this as a hill, which I would also be a bit surprised by. Now I'll just go slowly up 65 and let's see how long I can last in the peloton on this speed. I'm imagining some attacks soon, or at least some of the other teams pulling pretty fast. You can see I'm just going at my own pace now. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a good result here on this stage. 75 is pretty fast, but probably not fast enough to actually get a good... I should have stayed with the front group. I could have done that, I think. Instead I'm just going solo up to this group here. I don't know who even is in this group. I don't think it's the front group either. There's like 20-30 riders in front of me as well. So it's a bit sad that I'm sitting down here with 12 kilometers to go all downhill, so you can't really make any difference anymore. Let's get some water while I can. Did I not get any water? Did I just press it too late? I think I did. Oh well. Imagine that Froome is out in front, for example. And a lot of sprinters out there as well. Valverde beat Martin, Ardondo and Swift, Froome in 9th. And yeah, of course I beat Michael Matthews. I'm superior to him in every single way. I'm not. So yeah, well that's it for this stage, and next up is another hill stage. Okay, this is stage 19. This might be my stage to win. It's a hill stage with cobbles as well, two of my favorite elements in the cycling world, and I don't imagine there'll be many cobble riders apart from me in this race. I'm still thinking it's probably a hill race, so you can see it's still Valverde and Martin and the other hill climbers who are favorites here. But if I can make it over this Category 2 climb, I should be one of the strongest riders on the last bit here. So hopefully that'll happen and I can bring home a second victory for my race. Okay, this is pretty much where the race really starts, last 30 kilometers, and the peloton's really pulling up hard out in front. I think it's Sky probably trying to pull in the breakaway. It's actually I am and Olga Greenedge going for the stage win. It did, my teammate. It's been maybe dropped out in front, I don't know. I'm just going really slow, but you can see my pulse is much slower than all of my teammates, which also means I have a lot more energy left. I'll probably be dropped off here though, which is really sad. Would have been nice to be able to make it over, but it's going too far out in front, and I don't see any point in just sitting in the peloton and just slowly dropping off. I might as well drive my own pace and see how many I can overtake up in my way up the mountain instead. See, now it's slowing down again, and now I've used a lot less power than everybody else has, and I can slowly make my way to maybe the front half of the peloton here. Have you seen some attacks already? I can't really see on the profile. It's still like to the breakaway out in front, so no real changes. Some Sky riders falling off, a lot of riders hanging with their head over their wheel at the moment. Wow, and yeah, it did. The breakaway rider being caught now. 100 riders remaining in peloton, 40 riders have already fallen off. I put it up to 80 now. It's still the same 3 riders out in front here. But I've done a pretty good job of managing my energy. And only one guy, Digant, out in front. Will the breakaway actually last for once? You usually never see the breakaway last all the way to the finish line. but it might just happen this one time where I'm not in it. The gun from team, is that TINKOFF Saxo? I think that is TCS. But well, I'm sitting in the front group, 64 riders, which is a great result. Valverde is up here. I still have some energy left as well. Should probably drop down just a little bit here. I expect him to get caught. There's still so many riders up in front here that some of the riders will have help us to help them get closer to that front group. But once again, can I attack at the like 4 or 5 kilometer mark here and try and get away? It'll be really close. Okay, when should I attack? If you can sprint at 1.5, so I think I'll wait until like 3 kilometer mark here. I'm so far behind. I want to be further up front. Is that Michael Matthews cleaning out Froome, or is that just... Oh yeah, it's the Sky Train here with Joaquin Rodriguez from Quickstep on his wheel. Here we go into the cobblestone section. I completely forgot about this. I shouldn't have attacked, because I think the cobblestone here is actually really good for me. I'm one of the best cobblestone riders remaining in this peloton probably. And you can see I'm so slowly getting away from them. 85. Yes, this is actually my second stage win here. I'm actually completely beating them. I shouldn't even attack. I was absolutely dominating on the cobblestones, beating Herrada and Christoph in third place. You can see Christoph was so far behind before the cobbles. Meanwhile, I was in front, and therefore I was able to just drop Froome and other riders and easily beat them on the cobblestone section. So really nice victory again. Second stage victory in the Vuelta a España. 2 more than I expected, so good news. And let's see the result before we move on and simulate the next stage, and then we'll go on to the final stage of Vuelta a España, which will of course be the usual flat parade stage in Madrid. I think it's Madrid, yeah. And here we have the results of the stage. And winning, of course, you have already seen the top 10 pretty much, but 19 seconds down to them, beating a 49-man group. I was a part of this, of course, a 50-man group, and means I move up to 68th overall, about 8 places better than before. Not really a difference, but yeah, it's pretty nice to see. And 2 stage wins is always a really good thing if you really want to improve. So let's see if I get some XP for winning my second stage. I don't think I will, but let's hope for it. First top 5, this is pretty much the same, but 40 points. I'm really close to leveling up now. I don't know if I can't remember if I can actually get any XP from just completing the Vuelta a España, but hopefully I will, and that'll be close enough for me to level up soon. Okay, after a final mountain stage, which of course was won by Chris Froome. Who else? We're into the final stage now. Really short, flat stage. Don't know if I want to attack later on, or if I just want to try and attach myself on a sprint train. Probably be Christoph's, because he seems to have been doing the best of the sprint so far. But maybe Kittel, because this is a almost completely flat stage. But only way to find out is to get it to the stage, and then yeah, let's get it started. Okay, we're slowly entering the last 20 kilometers of this year's Vuelta a España, and of course it's Sky working for Froome, just parade riding. And I don't know who else there. There have been Swift, maybe. I don't know if he counts. Michael Matthews for the sprint, maybe. But otherwise it's Quickstep with Buhani leading out for Christoph. That's a crazy sprint train. And they have Metzger, Stegenkolb, Kittel as well for Jan Alpecin, but we haven't... Yeah, they also have a man up front here. So it's probably going to be between those 2 teams, and it'll be close to impossible to get away against those 2 sprint trains, considering I only have 72 flat, which is good. But against Metzger, Stegenkolb and Buhani, I don't think that'll mount up to so much, so I'll probably try and find maybe a wheel instead. Christoph is here. Can I actually get on his wheel? I can't even get my mouse over him because we're in a corner right now. No, that's Stegenkolb. No, that's Froome. Christoph, yay! Let's see if I can actually get on his wheel, maybe. Would be pretty fun to see me just see for how long I can even stick on his wheel. I imagine it won't be for that long. Just saying. I mean, I feel like I'm just stuck behind other riders right now. And keep on getting caught behind as well. Okay, I'll try and go at 90 now, all the way to the left here. And we'll see for how long this works out. Oh well, you clearly see that something like that doesn't work out for that long. And I stole Christoph's train as well, which is pretty funny. I also blocked TINKOFF off. I don't know where Kittle is. Is he even here? Seems like the Sky Train is actually the best one today. .7 at this. No one has still started the sprint yet. I like to start my sprint now because I feel like I completely forgot about a breakaway as well. Vesta out in front as well. Some of the riders have just been caught here. Ben Swift actually seems to be the winner, and he just gets overtaken by his teammate. Christoph almost beats him as well. Ben Swift drops from 1st to 4th in like a matter of seconds. Meanwhile, I get like 25th to end off this year's Vuelta a España. So I don't really think I had a chance of winning this stage. There was simply too fast. Maybe I should have gone on the breakaway actually. That would probably have been my best chance because they were really close to winning. If I was in that breakaway, I probably would have won. I like that the Astana rider was celebrating because I think they thought their teammate had won. But Vesta just got caught just at the end. And yeah, pretty embarrassing to see so many riders celebrating when they lost the race. Didn't get any XP, but I'll just try and simulate to the World Championship, and I'll see if I level up. Until then, I'll end the video once we reach the World Championship races. Okay, so I was apparently entered in a small little race before the World Championship. I'm not in the time trial, but even though I just simulated through it, I managed to get a top 3 finish, and that gives me enough XP to actually level up. I was really close, you can see on the bottom as well after just training, but after just a 3rd place on a random stage, 35 XP, really easy XP just by pressing a button. And yeah, I have leveled up now, level 17. Let's check out my new stats. Okay, I'm a bit disappointed at not improving my hill stats, but you have to remember the stats on the right are actually the old stats. This bug keeps on happening for me. So actually I have 74 flat, that's big improvement, 64 mountains, 67 prologue, 79 cobblestone, even though I'm not training at all, that's really good. 75 acceleration, 71 Baudeur, 72 stamina and 69 resistance. 72 stamina is really important for me as well, especially in the longer monument stages like the World Championship coming up in about next video. But yeah, let's check my profile. We can probably easier see it in there instead. Where am I? 75 average now, you can see it here. I thought you could see it here. Maybe this, I'm pretty sure that you can see it somewhere. Oh, here they are. 79, yeah, you can see this, you can see the stats that I just read out before. Flat has improved to 74 and cobblestone to 79. That's really huge for me. 74 hill, I would have liked that to go up to about 75, 76, and then I would have been okay with my cobblestone not going up. Acceleration is huge as well, can really help when you want to attack later on in the stages, and stamina of course is a great stat to improve. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, remember to leave a like and comment, and I will see you guys next time. We'll do the World Championships and maybe even the Giro di Lombardia as well. So see you guys next time. Goodbye.